There's two methods of doing this. One is either one that's pre-marked that looks more like a similar montage that we use for 10-20 setups, okay, and or this setup method right here, okay. So very simple, doesn't take that long. You do this right before your patients come in, or you do this a few days, 1 to 2 days before your patients come in, depending on if you're off for the weekend. And me, I do kind of a mixture of both, and I've been using this for years. Works very good. And let's see, and definitely recommend it for new students, just to keep them on track. For me, I used to work at a place where the montages were all different on several of the labs that I used to work for, so I kind of just built this so I didn't have to worry too much about, you know, dealing with the montage map page that we get to figure out where things go. And so this is what you pretty much do. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves. Always wear gloves when you use this. Definitely good to avoid infection control at any cost. Okay, and let's see, just going to clean off some of the paste a little bit. Alright, so again, before your patients come in, just add paste to that. Any type of paste is okay. Me, I like to use a more thicker paste. And so again, this one right here, depending on how you feel or whatever you get used to, I do like this version more because it just helps to give me more visual. This one right here, if you're using it, just think left side of the brain, right side of the brain on the palate. In the middle, you're going to have your grounds on average, and it's going to help to kind of keep your wires nice and organized too. I usually like to work it from the bottom up in terms of setting these up. When you add the paste, make sure to use a good amount. Make sure to press it pretty good. Okay, and you just do this before your patients come in. It's going to help you save a lot of time. It's going to help you connect more with your patient and, you know, talk more, instead of sitting there looking at your montage paper and worried about if you're getting stuff in the right areas. Okay. Okay. And I just wanted to do this video to show you how it works, just to kind of let everyone know too, it doesn't take too long to set these up. I would rather take the time to go through and set this up versus waiting till the patient comes in to figure out the wires or deal with it, work with a tangle while I'm there. It's not fun to have, especially if you're new to the field. Definitely it's going to happen if you are not kind of keeping yourself organized somehow. So again, this one right here, for me, I've been doing this for a while, so it's going to seem like, you know, it's easier for me, but it does kind of take some time to kind of get used to this process or the system here. But once you get used to it, you should like it. Depending on if you've been doing this for years, there's a lot of people I work with where, you know, they're just used to their own setup method, and that's okay. But this always helps, and if you just wanted to use it to save your time on your next shift, you know, definitely recommend it. This way you're not all stressed out, especially if you're working nights and doing a sleep study one, which we have a sleep study one. You know, you're sometimes sleep deprived. It's definitely going to help to take a little bit of the edge off when your patients come in. Okay, and there you go. So again, I would rather be dealing with this ahead of time versus when the patients come in, you know. So, and this lab doesn't have an FZ here. There's no FZ, so I'm taking that paste off, as you can see. Okay. Good, yellow. All right, almost there. There you go. Okay, and sometimes if you need more paste on another one, you can just grab it real quick from a different one and just place it over there. But that's pretty much it. You're ready to go for your patient. You're all nice and neat. You're situated. This here, you can take it, put it on a clipboard, tape it to the patient, tape it to your hand, tape it near wherever you want to go. So very sturdy wires. You see, that's why I like to use the more thicker the paste, the better. Okay, pulls on it, and there's even some times where you can even like swing it around, you know. So again, stays on there really good. Okay, and preserving it, you're leaving, you did this for the day, you're done, you worked all day, you did all your EGs, you want to come back in the morning, you don't know, you have something planned, you don't know if you're going to be there really on time. Happens to me all the time. Sometimes you just squeeze on it really good. Okay, and there you go, pretty much nice and preserved. Okay, and just moving it around so you can see how good it kind of keeps it on. And when the patient comes in, you just take this off, peel it back, press it back in. Okay, and again, just going to show you how sturdy it is. Okay, and depending on how secure you want to keep it, you can do whatever you want. You can tape it, you can just keep it there. But that's pretty much it. The other method is on the back of the page, so just in case if you wanted to use this one versus that one, it gives you two options. So again, if you're new, there is no reason. This is to help also keep your setup time running good. Sometimes we're dealing a lot. Time is of the essence with these setups. We got to set them up in a good amount of time. For me, depending on if it's a sleep setup, on average, for me or for someone that's been doing it for a while, 20 minutes or so. Same thing with the EEG, 20-25 minutes. Some people are known to do it faster, but it does take time to get there. But this is just a way to help new students or even people that are in the field for a while, just kind of, take the edge off a little bit on your next shift if you're leaving for the day, or if you're not coming back for two days or so. I wouldn't recommend a week. I haven't actually tried it for a week or so. Maybe that'd be one good thing to try one day. But this is the sleep one here, and I already have this one pre-marked. So same situation. I don't know if the camera doesn't come into focus that good over there. So that's one area. This is the other area. Okay, you can use either or. So you get everything nice and prepped. You get your wires on. This is definitely more easier than the EG ones. And you use these protective covers. Okay, so you press it on there. Alright, and then you just kind of tape it to the head box itself. Stays on pretty good. Oh, actually, that one fell, but okay. But it does tape on pretty good, even when the wires are on there. That one I just didn't catch the tape on it, but that's it pretty much. And again, if you want, you can change that tape. This tape kind of got paste on it a little bit. So, but that's that one there. These are disposable, and you could use these more than once during the day, as long as you don't, take a wire that's already on the patient and place it back on there for some reason to grab paste or anything like that. If you need to grab more paste, just put paste on your hand or on your glove and just grab paste from there if you're planning on reusing this. But again, on average, you just scoop the paste up, press it here, okay, and press it down,